Hello everyone out there. Appreciate you for clicking on the video. Hope that you watch it all the way through, because I'm not really sure how long it's gonna be. But it's gonna be another one of those like my very first video, but hopefully not that long. That bad boy was almost 20 minutes. I'm not gonna go that long. Matter of fact, I don't even have that long. I'm on break right now. But while I was sitting out here on break, I just was doing some thinking, because people that know me know that I overthink. I overanalyze almost everything about situations of life and about myself. But today I was just sitting out here, and really all morning while I was working, I just been, I guess you can call it self-evaluation, or just thinking about situations and trying to figure out, try not to beat up myself like I used to, but also give myself constructive criticism, But it's 2020 has been a crazy year, and we're only in September. But it is what it is. You have to learn from it and try to grow from it. And with certain situations, you learn that you have to, who you need to cut out, or what you need to cut out, and what you need to work on and focus on and try to improve on, and all the things like that. But with it being September, our daughter is about to be 18 months, or a year and a half. 18 months. That's crazy to think about, especially to watch how she's grown so fast. And the smarter she gets every day, it's like it's an eye opener, and it's a beautiful thing at the same time. Just like nerve-wracking at times with the way the world is going, but still I wouldn't change having her, because it has made me look at things even more differently than what I used to look at it when it was just me. And then also, with it being September, that meant at the end of August, my wife and I, we 2 years into this marriage deal right here, this marriage ting. And we're here, we're doing it, we're making it work, and that's a beautiful thing as well. The good and the bad, it's still a beautiful thing. And in the end of November, we're gonna be 5 years into the entire relationship. And so I was just thinking about how, when you're young and you're single and you're doing your thing, whatever your thing may be, you just be, you're mapping out stuff, and you're just like, okay, what am I looking for to do, and setting goals and all these, making these plans and whatever, some people knowing like me, you plan that, or accept the fact that it may not work out that way. Other people are just like, man, everything that I say is gonna happen. And then when it doesn't, you just gotta figure out what. So I always try to have like plan B, plan C, plan D, whatever. You gotta make adjustments. Like sports, you gotta make adjustments. But yeah, and then you'll meet someone, and you start getting to know them, you catch feelings, and then it gets to the point where you put a label on it and you make it public and get off the screen. And go on, birds. And you put a label on it and you get public. Hold on, Jimmy Cricket, bro. Anywho's, and then you start moving forward, and you start seeing the future. And if you're seeing that person in the future, then you start having deeper conversations. You start meeting the parents and families, and friends, and all of that good stuff. And then you might just start discussing real life things, like what are your views on marriage and kids and all of that. Bam, one day you might get engaged, and then you're shopping for a house, and you're planning for a wedding, and you got a baby on the way. Then you have a wedding, all these perfect highlights happen. You have the baby. And you know, on social media we post all of the positive things and everything, so everyone around is just like, oh, we want to be like, here y'all relationship goals and this and that and yada yada yada. And then you go home, you know, and you have to really start thinking and looking at yourself in the mirror, like, either you can beat yourself up like I tend to do on everything, or you could just look in the mirror, look at that person in the mirror reflection and say, you gotta do better. But that don't mean that you're a bad person. So this wasn't even where I was intending to go with the video, but we're gonna rock with it though. Every day I go home, you know, from work, or I just wake up in the morning and I get to look at my wife and my daughter. And you know, you talk to my brother, he lives with us right now, but I get to see those two people's faces every day. And no matter what's going on the outside, it makes everything better. Even if Mama Bear and I are having a disagreement, or we're having, you know, we're suspected having some moments, I still want to be around, even if we're not talking or not in the same room or whatever the case may be. You know, everybody goes through the same thing, just some people have different extremes. But see, me, I still need to know that you're fine, you're safe, you're well, and that we can work this out. You know, we could eventually have a discussion when you're ready to talk, or when I'm ready to talk, or whatever case may be. If we need a space, we had a space. And that's they are my why. Why I'm trying to do this YouTube thing. Why I'm trying to do the podcasting thing. Why I'm getting back into the music thing. Why I just want to improve myself to improve things for them. And it's really an amazing thing to be in that kind of position where someone else other than the loved ones that you grew up with, like, you know, your parents, your grandparents, or whoever you live with, your uncles, or because of however it goes, you find someone that you never knew existed at the beginning that could be part of your why now. And then once you have a kid, it's just like, you know, that's having a child, having a baby, getting in a relationship that has lasted, like I could finally say, lasted years instead of months, and your parents actually like them and all of that, parents and grandparents, your family welcomes them in. It's different because there's so many vulnerable spots that you put yourself in, because once you decide to become one, you have opened yourself up to everything. Because, you know, at the beginning you're still on some, well, this is how I am type of a tip, and you can't move like that. So once you decide that I'm still keeping my individuality and you're keeping your individuality, but we're still a team, we're still one, you find a balance. And at times it's hard for me with that balance, just because once I open up to you and we've been on that route, I have a different type of connection level with you from here on out. And so being a parent And being a husband has caused, like, I guess you can say I had a bit of a chip on my shoulder, but that's more of a competitive thing. Or, I mean, I can be mean at times, but it caused me to look at things from a perspective of, if it's not dealing with me, I'm still going to have an opinion on it, but I'm not just going to, you can't take me out of my joyfulness. I'm not going to let you do it. If you're someone that's trying to bring me down or bring down someone that I love or interfere with what I'm building as a home, as a legacy, as a my domain. And I feel like some people let the outside things interfere with what they have going on, instead of trying to work out what they have going on and eventually just saying, to hell with what so-and-so feels or thinks, because they're still doing what they want to do while they're commenting on what you have going on. And it's easy to get caught up in that, and then you come back. And I think what keeps me centered the most is the fact that I have my daughter and my wife. And I never really had that personality to get too caught up in something like that. I might say something because it's just me. Like, I'm the type of guy, like, when they say, at the zoo, they be like, hey, don't stick your hand in that tiger's cage, or don't slap the, don't poke at the glass with the bear. Because I would tell you, don't poke the bear. Because when I smack the glass, or I grab you and I snatch you in the cage with me, and I scare you, and you pee your pants, don't say I did you wrong. But you have to have something to know what your why is. And that's the thing that'll let you know what's worth investing your energy in. And I just value family. Like I'm so glad that I'm not having to be out here trying to date and talk to folks and trying to get to know people. Like, it's just so crazy out here. Excuse me. And I'm constantly working on trying to be a better husband and a better father, because in my mind, I'm never good enough. And which can be a gift and a curse, because but the curse part of it is like with me thinking that sometimes it'll bring me down, and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing as far as trying to keep pushing myself. It's like I have a pity party instead of just saying, all right, let's just fix it and move on, do right from here on out on that, no matter what it is, and keep going. So, yeah, man, just find your why and appreciate the people that are around you and that love you and that you love. And just don't be an a-hole, man. I know that's like my staple for every video. Now, don't be an a-hole. I call you the real thing off this video, but my mama watching, my big mama watching, You got little cousins and stuff that might be watching. Don't be an a-hole. Love and let people love you. It's a cold world out there when you just going out there on some, I don't need nobody, I don't care what nobody thinks, because we all used to do that when we were younger. You got to care what somebody thinks at some point. You got to let someone love you. You can't just be out here just being a loner. Can't be out here Stone Colding it, because that's just a wrestling image. Stone Cold still needs to be loved. The Rock still needs to be loved. Whatever your favorite celebrity is, or your favorite person is, they still need to be loved and love someone. So everybody that has like kids, you got your significant other, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, even your friend with a benefit, whatever. Just work it out, man. Just work it out. Love and let love. That's what I had to tell myself all the time. And shout out to Mama Bear. Shout out to my wife. You're amazing. You're beautiful. I love you. We bump heads and all of that, but that's because we're just both stubborn than a mug. And our daughter's gonna be the same way. That's tough. But yeah, man. My daughter and my wife, and then my folks back home, y'all keep me together. Y'all keep me centered. But looking at y'all two faces every day is an amazing thing, and I'm blessed for it. And we're gonna keep pushing forward no matter what. And I hope y'all do the same, man. Sorry this went so long. Next time I'll just have a game plan, a structure on what I'm gonna talk about, and not ramble as much. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you watched at least the majority of the video. Either watch the beginning or watch the middle or skip to the end, whichever one you want to do. But I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go back. That's my 15. One love, be blessed. Yeah, yeah.